What's up everyone, it's Neon Velocity and I am back with another Gears 5 tutorial. It has been over a month since I put one of these videos out and I'm quite honestly sorry for it, but at the same time I'm not, because Gears 5 just wasn't fun after the first few weeks of Operation 3. We have Operation 4 looming in just a few short days, coming out on Tuesday the 14th of July, so this will be quite exciting. So with that said, today's video is going to be discussing the Mechanical Eliminator medal, which also ties into some other Horde medals, but in particular I'm focusing on this one. And what this medal is for is to get your TTYL blood spray, but that's just kind of if you want it, but it really ties into your Hot Rod Jack and if you want, but at the same time you need to get these eliminations anyway, so go ahead and knock them all out. The purpose of this is to get 300 eliminations as Del, Baird, or Cat and Horde. You can play any three of these, but I'm choosing to play Baird because Baird's the shit. Del's awesome, but Baird's the shit. With that said though, I want to talk a little bit about what to expect with this, kind of what you're going to be doing, how to do it, and those little tidbits. So to get right into it, we're going to be wanting to set up our skill cards first. Now there's only a few cards that matter because of how we're going to be doing this, but the main pieces of it is to have Nerves of Steel, which allow you to repair faster when enemies are nearby, because they may be, because the point of this isn't to shoot them unless you absolutely want to speed up your efficiency and time, but to let your sentries actually do the work for you and your barriers. The second is to do the precision repairs, which means precise weapon kills will heal your defenses for a certain amount of health points depending on what level it is. The other is the global sentry upgrade, which allows your sentries to do more damage, and then the combat engineer, which allows you to repair a certain times faster for longer repairs. And if you're doing this right, you should be just kind of letting the sentries drain their ammo and then go ahead and repair them, so then you can repair faster. Now that's the gist for your fifth card. You can throw on whatever you want, but the cool thing with Baird that Cat and Del don't have is the bloody DR1. So that card allows you to throw out your DR1, and when you throw him out, he stays by you. He's another person that kills, it gets you kills, and then they're bleeding enemies at the same time, so each hit starts trickling their health down faster. So it's just a really smart way to go ahead and just get that out there and get it done and over with. So that's the gist of the card setup, but of course you can play around with it and do whatever you like. But for me, I personally was just setting it up in terms of what's going to do the most damage and heal things at the same time. Now, kind of getting into the setup of this is I made a few mistakes in this video, so this was just a test setup and you'll hear me saying boo with Baird, but the point of this video is to kind of show you the layout and what to do. I started in the high 40s through your settings. You can go ahead and change that. You can do really on whatever wave you want, but I went ahead and put it on the higher waves because you spawn with more power. So the more power you have, the more barriers, more sentries you can build. What I went ahead and did is got the fabricator and I brought it into this little area. And for those who haven't played this map or even know about this is a little Easter egg in the game. So what you're wanting to do is when you spawn, you're going to come out and go straight down the stairs to the left, where you're going to start seeing the little posters, which are advertisements for like movies, as if you were going to a movie theater. And when you're over there, you're gonna take your overkill and your M-bar, and you just want to go ahead and shoot the blue one on the stairs that kind of looks like it has Lonnie or a samurai sword or type something of the sort, and you're just going to start shooting until you do a certain amount of damage. And then once it's going to make a little arcade sound, like you're at an arcade machine game place, and then you're going to run to the other side of it and shoot the other poster, and it will make the same side, and then the next thing you know, it's going to blow up and you'll be able to enter the room. Now when you're in this room, you can set it up however you want, but this is the way I set it up. And the way that I did this was to take the fabricator from the middle, bring it into that room and use that as a blocking mechanic, and then to use two barriers. Now I accidentally leveled up one to level 4, which is the one with the laser wire. I don't like that. It's too expensive and it dies really easily, so just don't even do it. Go ahead and put the level 2 barriers in the open areas to prevent the swarm from being able to enter easily, and it will slow them down as well. And then when you do that, go ahead and get your sentries, level them up as high as you can. I have a level 4 and a level 1 because I accidentally leveled up the barrier to level 4, and angle them in a way to where you're covering the hallways as much as you possibly can with one of them in the corner. And then in the other door area where I'm kind of hiding at, which is in that little arcade room where all the machines are, go ahead and put them in there. And what this is going to do is to allow you to have an angle where you're shooting straight ahead and then covering all corners of the map. And the goal is to let them do all the work for you while repairing your barriers and your sentries, and eventually you're going to rack up your kills. So this is a good cheap way to get kills fast. However, the mechanic of this is to basically, you could go ahead and kill them if you want with Baird to kind of run in and out, kind of trigger them, get them to come in and flood into there. So make sure that you're doing that as well. And again, this was just a quick little tutorial video about what I'm doing over this weekend to try to get some quick eliminations for Horde and to wrap up some last minute medals that I did not do that I should have done. So with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the quick little video. It is going to be go time when Operation 4 drops. There's going to be a lot of changes, so I'm really looking forward to putting out a few more tutorials and guides as those come out. I'm not sure how fast I'll be able to do that, but I'm looking forward to it. So until next time, peace. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.